Hand clap to the massive brothers and sisters. We are finally back. I know, guys. I know. It's been like a whole week and something. Not a whole week, a little bit more than that, brothers and sisters. Since you guys saw me on the video right here, doing the reactions. But I told you guys already, if you don't see me on the reactions, tune into Mystelics vlogs. Tune in. I told you guys, subscribe to the channel. You guys messaging Mystelics, what's going on? Are you okay? What's going on with you? Mystelics, you're sick. We don't see you. Brothers and sisters, tune into the vlog. I have different channels, okay? So definitely tune into the different channels, guys, so you can get the vibrations. When you don't see me on one channel, you will definitely get to see me on the other channel. If you don't see me on Mystelics vlogs, I'm definitely in the reaction channel, guys. I'm definitely, all I need to do, I have to say that I've been lapsing on the BrBpTV. I should have done a podcast or something of that sort. I actually reached out to a number of persons who wanted to do it, but I didn't get the time for me to do another podcast right there, brothers and sisters. But of course, we'll do that, man. We'll do that. But welcome, brothers and sisters, to these vibrations. And of course, tune into the Mystelics vlog channel. I literally dropped another video on the vlog channel today, guys. I was actually at the Boys to Men concert, and of course, we were having a good time. Brothers and sisters, check that vibrations out right there. I would appreciate it 150%. Don't forget, brothers and sisters, to click the thumbs up button and subscribe if you've not done so. Subscribe, turn on post notifications so you can get the latest vibrations when they tend to come through right there. And then without further ado, brothers and sisters, let us get into the vibrations for today. Of course, we have none other than Timal. Timal is indeed in the building, brothers and sisters. And of course, let me take this out right there. Okay, this thing is still continuing. But Timal is in the building, brothers and sisters. What does Timal have to tell us right there?
Just watch the game they play. See the game they playing. Scared playing God, and his wife is Melissa Christ. When we do obey God, God making things hard for us. He do pay us sometimes. For example, school going on open. You can never get money to buy your children's school supplies. Because why you obeying God, so God making it hard on you. And then boom, God has said in Melissa Christ, if a containers school supplies, we buy the Savior Melissa Christ.
It's very interesting that he's saying that. It's starting
No worry, after all you need a Bible, one thing I know.
True.
God and Melissa Christ, all you need a Bible.
It's true. But he said something rather interesting, guys. I want to point out.
Just watch the game they play. See the game they playing. Scared playing God, and his wife is Melissa Christ.
It's interesting that he made that statement right there, brothers and sisters, because I remember when Scary them was giving people houses. Brothers and sisters. And of course, they gave individuals letters as well. And in the letter, it write, God gave, the Lord gave, and the Lord taketh away. Remember that letter, brothers and sisters? I remember it very clearly because I did a reaction on it as well. Because a number of persons got it and they say, Mystelics, look at what they're sending us. Interesting stuff, ain't it? So it's very interesting who is playing God. I asked the question when I did the reaction, brothers and sisters. I asked, who exactly is Scary talking about? Is he calling himself a Lord? Or is he referring to the actual Lord above? Which, of course, the Lord gave and the Lord taketh away. That's talking about life in itself. And the evidence that of which you can get to prosper in life. Certain things have been granted because of, the Creator. So when he's saying Lord gave and Lord taketh away, who exactly was he actually referring to? Was he referring to himself, calling himself Lord? Because it's very interesting that he's saying that right there, guys. Let's take a listen. And also Melissa, it seems like, is the Savior. It's interesting how we put that dynamic together.
When we do obey God, God making things hard for us. He do pay us sometimes. For example, school going on open.
So you're talking about, you see, that sentiment is very interesting right there. Because it seems like when certain situations are happening, you tend to wonder, okay, why am I not getting, I work hard for my money, I'm not getting paid on time. What's going on? One thing I know for sure, brothers and sisters, and I mentioned this again, or I've mentioned this previously, is that Scary them never say, boy, I get my salary late. You never hear Scary them saying that. You never hear them say that. They get their salaries late. They are probably the first set to get their salaries. So whatever remains is for the rest of the people. But they're making sure they pay them first. And it's interesting when you look at the dynamic of what is going on in Dominica, where the work is not being done, yet still they are the ones who are supposed to get paid first. In hindsight, I really think that they should be the one getting paid last. Why? Because they are the servants of the people, true or false. They should get paid last. Because if they know they are doing things to ensure that they get a salary, brothers and sisters, they should be getting paid last. Do you think that's a good idea? I think that's a good idea right there. But in terms of Lord and God, they're calling themselves, or they want to make it appear like they are lords and gods. I said it like about 12, 15 years ago, brothers and sisters. I used to talk about these things. Even my high school and this kind of things there. I used to talk about those things there, brothers and sisters. And I told people, Scary looks like he wants to make himself a king. Without actually calling himself a king, he'll be acting like one. And look, so said, so done. It seems like that is the case that is happening right now. To the extent where people believe that Dominica is Scared's own. People believe that. That's something truly exceptional right there. So I think that's a good point right there. They are not gods, brothers and sisters. They are still the servants of the people, and the people need to recognize that.
You can never get money to buy your children's school supplies.
Because that's what the people allow. The economy is not doing well, so people cannot buy stuff for themselves. So they have to depend on somebody else to do it for them. And guess who is the savior?
Because why you obeying God, so God making it hard on you. And then boom.
God making it hard on you. Scared making it hard on you. Making it hard. And you say, oh, you're not making it. He's making the economy not be conducive to have output for the people. It's very clear that that is happening. Why do I say this, brothers and sisters? I say this because if you look at Dominica, Dominica is an agricultural nation, yet still we are trying to do all sorts of things, going to geothermal, all sorts of things, spending how much millions upon millions of dollars. We are yet to see output yet, but we know that Dominica is an agricultural nation and it's not being utilized for agriculture at all. Tell me which factories have been elevated in Dominica since Scared came about. Not one. Brothers and sisters, we know since Scared came about, factories have been gone. Factories have gone. Even water. We pride ourselves on 365 rivers. We have 2 bottles of water today. We have more outside water than bottled water in Dominica. In Dominica, I'm talking about, you know. We used to have 2 bottles of water. We had Lubia, we have Topito. We don't have Topito now. And Topito is more expensive than the imported water. You think, but maybe Scared should try to probably put up tariffs on these things, you know, so that it will cause people to want to buy the Dominican water more, because that is what we have. No, it doesn't seem like that is the case at all. Why is that, brothers and sisters? You never ask yourself why. Why is this being done? When they importing water, you think, oh, they have to pay for fuel, they have to pay for transportation, they have to pay for tariffs or whatever, and it's still cheaper to get outside seas water, overseas water in Dominica. It's cheaper than the very Dominica water. Hey, I remember something Elias, rest in peace Elias. I remember something Elias was saying. Elias was saying it is more to produce this water in Dominica than the other countries. Yes, I understand that, but put up tariffs now so that you can make more money from the very thing that is coming in. Don't you think so? I think it'll make sense. Okay, if you don't want to make it, okay, if you don't want to make, okay, you don't want to say, okay, you don't want to make the imported water more than the Dominican water. Fine. Well, make it equalize to the Dominican water now. Make it equalize to the Dominican water. That's the only point. And then we're talking about supporting local. If I know that I'm not doing well in the economy is not doing well for me, I am living hand to mouth or just ear to mouth or mouth to mouth, brothers and sisters. Mouth to mouth, I live in, brothers and sisters. That song is kind of weird, but anyways, you get the point. I'm living mouth to mouth, brothers and sisters. I'm not able to get the kind of finance that I would be able to say, okay, let me save at least $200 according to Scared. I am not able to do these things, yet still have to buy Dominica water, which is more expensive than the other waters that are coming from overseas. That doesn't make any sense to me at all. It makes sense for me to buy the cheaper water, and they will say support local. I mean, come on. The government can actually do something like that and elevate the country for it to have factories. We used to have all sorts of factories back in the day. How come we do have today? And you think the government is doing for you? So of course you have to make himself like a god so that you can definitely be dependent on him. When you have to go to Scared, Melissa Scared for school supplies, I remember back in the day our parents used to buy that for us. Parents used to buy these things for us, going out there and buy, not just buying things for this semester, no? Buying things for the whole semester, because they'll have buy stacks of books. They'll give you a portion of books. You have this, that, put in your bag, go to school, do English, maths, and social studies, whatever subject matters, whether it's 7 subjects, or they'll give you 10 books or whatever, put that in your bag. And you go school, and then you do your work, whatever, for the 8 hours you're in school. And you come back. Right now, people have to buy the direct amount. If it's 8 books you need, it's 8 books they have to get for you. And then maybe later down, they will buy the rest. If your school, boy, I tell you, it's really something else, eh? It's truly something else in this dear blessed Dominica. But apparently, Melissa Scared is the one who have to go and buy things for people right there. That's why Team Alcola, what do you call her again? Melissa Christ.
God has said in Melissa Christ, if a containers.
Remember, it's not God about what you're talking about, eh? When you're mentioning this. You're talking about Scared, because it seems like Scared that is the God. He destroyed the economy, and then he said it's Melissa to rescue you. Not sure what you say, alas, I am rescued. Thanks so much. Cause and effect, brothers and sisters. We have to be mindful of that, eh? Cause and effect.
Cool supplies, we going the savior, Melissa Christ.
You laughing there. It's kind of funny, but in reality, that's not funny at all, brothers and sisters. Because that is exactly what is happening right there. Anyways, I saw something rather interesting on Facebook, and this is it right there. No growth in DA. This is not. I was going to say something, but this is Dominica. No growth in Dominica. After 24 years on the scale. What is the growth that you're seeing in Dominica, brothers and sisters? What? I tend to always ask when I'm talking about the very Democratic Party and the Republican Party. I'm asking, what is the growth under the Democratic Party? What? Where you see the growth? Where? Is more money in your pocket? No. Are you able to afford houses? No. Is inflation going up? Prices for goods going up? Yes. What is better, brothers and sisters? The same thing I'm seeing in Dominica. The same thing. But you know, people, oh, because you don't like this person, oh, Linton ugly. People saying these things. Oh, he have dimples, so I'll vote for him. Have absolutely nothing to do with the policies and the principles of the individuals that are out there. But they say, oh, that one ugly. Oh, I don't like him. Why you don't like him? You don't know. You just, or you're just listening to media narrative because that's what they push in. You cannot think for yourself. Huh? You seen Dominica going down the drain and you're still supporting that? Really? Anyways, no growth in Dominica. After 24 years under the very spirit right there, who apparently beast of Timal is a god. This DLP, Dominica Labour Party, cabal, laziness. Remember when Scared was calling his very people lazy? Saying that even when these people, when the citizens come to look for the power reps are running. But they know when it's to fly overseas, they're showing up. Remember when Scared was saying that? When it's to fly somewhere, they're always showing up. But when the citizens looking for them, they're never to be found. Remember? All right then. The incompetency and the laziness of the very DLP administration under the stewardship of Scared we're talking about is very questionable. This individual is saying right there. So none of them overpaid DLP ministers, overpaid. Then people increase their salaries. Under what merit that they have done absolutely nothing. What has the parliaments done in your respective parliamentaries? What have they done in your constituencies? Brothers and sisters, let's stop with these feelings and emotions and oh this and that. Let us look at what is actually happening. How have they benefited the constituencies? Scary come and talk about they doing reset. Reset, they say they're doing, to bring in new ministers to do the absolutely same thing. Boy, hey, but he's talking about reset because it's a nice thing. It seems like the political game that they keep playing because it's nice to say. Oh, it's nice to say I'll be doing this and doing that, but when you look at the track record of before, you have done absolutely nothing in that stewardship. This is why I always mention, brothers and sisters, to know if somebody is capable of doing something, you must know where they are presently. And if they are capable to do the job that they are doing presently, because to do a job that is far more needed in terms of, trying to do things that will elevate others, or even trying to do things that is much more harder, so to speak, is a difficult process. You must be able to handle what you can handle now so you can move to even more challenging times or challenging scenarios and jobs. Because to elevate is to take on the challenge to go up and do better and do further. So you must be able to fully accomplish what you're able to do now. If I'm not even able to go to step 1, brothers and sisters, because I cannot climb properly, you think it's step 10 you're going to put me? Really? You're just going to lift me up and put me in step 10 and think I'm going to do well there? Brothers and sisters, sometimes it is the climb. I've heard this song of Miley Cyrus talking about the climb. It is indeed the very truth. It is a climb that strengthens you, so when you reach at step 10, you will be strong enough to carry on. But if you don't go through step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, you don't go through the steps at all to help shape you and mold you and to strengthen you. You think you're going from 10 pounds to 150 pounds to 150 pounds to 300 pounds? No, brothers and sisters, you have to take your time from go to 10 to 11 to 15 and maybe go to 20 and then so. You cannot just go from 10 to 150. You'll quiver yourself. You get go Gwen. Brothers and sisters, keep that in mind. And 150 pounds is not that much, but you get my point right there, brothers and sisters. Anyways, it's very interesting that he's talking about the incompetence and laziness of the DLP administration. And of course, that being very questionable right there. So none of them overpaid DLP ministers have conscience or any shame at all. No. when they come in parliament and talk about bright and creamy and businesses staying open for longer periods, and I have no idea why they're saying this, because it sounds nice to say, and thinking that everybody's idiots, brothers and sisters. And I think that tells a lot. But it tells a lot if the people are just accepting whatever these ministers are saying without any sort of consequence at all. You saying things are bright and creamy and we're not seeing it, and you still there? Really? Brothers and sisters, there should be, I wouldn't say riots in Dominica, you know, when it comes down to the situation there. There should be an uproar of the foolishness that ministers have been saying. I'll never forget the Mao minister talking about he's not a God, when the very people he's supposed to help are asking him, bro, the youth in Mao don't have jobs. They need jobs, and he's talking about he's not their God. Really? And you elect him to do things so that the youth can have jobs? I mean, we have to think, brothers and sisters, we have to think right there. But anyways, let's move away from that. Let's move away from that. Individuals were sending me this thing that apparently is taking place in Wesley right there. It seems like Wesley has a new river or a new lake of sorts. Man-made. You know what is man-made river? Well, this one is it right there, brothers and sisters. Take a listen to what this individual is saying right there.
Yeah, morning people.
Morning.
Well, I in the place where I born this morning, but in Wesley. And for the benefit of all the engineers Dominica have, I would say I can guess all you know, I think all it bright. But for how I hear, my government boasting Chinese engineering.
The mere fact you mentioned Chinese engineering alone should tell you something, brothers and sisters. When you look at Chinese engineering in China, build bridges that vehicles are passing over just falling down. Houses they build for people to stay in apartments. You can literally peel it off as if you say superhero, use the Hulk. You can just break the thing with your hand, brothers and sisters. And they're bringing that sentiment to Dominica. What do you think? Who do you think built the bridges, brothers and sisters? All the bridges that fell. Not built, renovated the bridges. They renovated the bridges, brothers and sisters. And every renovated bridge that, boy, I don't know. It is truly something else when you're looking at reality and wondering if people are blind and cannot see. Then people renovated the bridges. The bridges were standing for how long, brothers and sisters? Hurricane pass, category 1, category 2, whatever. Hurricanes pass we. A tropical wave that passed we, brothers and sisters. Tropical wave. And it take down all those bridges that they renovated. To me, when you're renovating something, it's supposed to be stronger. But they renovated the bridges, and the bridges, all the bridges that they renovated, and the West Coast line, brothers and sisters, they fell. All of them? Really?
I mean, you know they want $1 million worth of cement. They put in them soil there, and just watch what happening. They don't put no way for the water to come out. And now, you have a nice lake in bottom Wesley. Now that is below. But right now I actually below Belgrave House. So that going all the way up below Miss Portia.
So I think it's a small portion, because I saw this video, I saw a little snippet of it. I think it's a small portion where the man was, I think it's a small portion, I think it's that way. That's how the thing going all the way down, boy. Boy.
Little Cadman and them house. Yeah. And just give all you a good look. Right now they're in Tilson, on Tilson.
Well, the good news is it have banana plants. But there are banana plants there. That's good news.
On Tilson property, I there. So I don't show you what a man-made lake in Wesley is. Yeah. This is the scenario we have in Wesley. For who that don't know, look at school there, right? Look at basketball court. They're right by that post there. So you see what we have? Yeah, a breeding ground for mosquito.
I was just thinking that day. Because it looks like it doesn't flow. If it was flowing, obviously empty, because you need to have a source of water that's constantly flowing. There's no source of water for this thing, so this is stagnant. This is a breeding ground for mosquitoes. You know what mosquitoes will bring, brothers and sisters? You know?
And I guess now the Chinese trying to figure how they're going to solve that issue there. Because that issue they have been bugging them for the longest while.
So this is not anything recent. This has been there for a while. And they've been trying for them to solve that issue You think they're going to solve that issue? Do you know what they have to do, brothers and sisters? They have to backfill that way. They have to backfill that. That's what have to happen there. And then this is water that has been seeping into the ground. Boy, I myself, some people are telling me I just make things worse. It's a huge possibility, brothers and sisters. The water is situated here because it has seeped into the ground and is backed up, or it's still constantly seeping because it's seeping slowly into the ground. So what does that tell you that they have to do here? That means they have to backfill that entire area. And you telling me that they did the tests already?
Neither here nor there. That's what you want, a landslide. What you want, a landslide.
So it have a landslide. It's a landslide on the very thing that you put concrete in.
They get in. How they piling is so it's washing down.
It's very interesting to look at this, guys. Let me zoom in on this thing. Let me stop this thing. Let me zoom in on this thing right here. Because some people just think it's nonsense, I say. So apparently, you know, like when the people, you know, like when they put in pavement on road, they just put the pavement on top of the road and they think, oh yeah, hey, it's nice road, you know. But then when under the road start to undermine, and then you start to see the pavement that they pave crack, and then you start seeing the crack getting bigger and bigger. You know, that situation, I think, well, Dominicans, I think that did that job when because there was a road, I think it's just after Biosh, there was a road that was sinking on the main road. Part of the road was sinking. So every time you go, you drive in, your vehicle may float up. Because it used to go in the plate, the ground was sinking bit by bit. They actually redid the road right there. But this is kind of like the similar sentiment to that. When they pave the road, you know, they make a nice road, but under the road is undermining, just like what happened in Poncase. No, I'm not saying that the individuals should know, you know, but I mean, if you have engineers and these people you actually utilize and building the roads and saying, hey, something actually happened there, you know, people are, you know, guys, sometimes you just need to go around. The individuals who are in charge of the road, they need to go around and just look and see if everything is okay, you know, any situation. Because I'm sorry, the individuals that fell through that Poncase road, and it seems like they survived the fall, but the water came on top of them and took them out. Because the water was flowing into that crevice, and obviously it started to cover them. And mediocrity, we're talking about right there, brothers and sisters. Mediocrity in work. So much situations and different things. Guys, when I look in the back, guys, let me continue.
More money, more cement, more time.
That's what I was thinking of right here. We are constantly spending money that we don't have. Monies that could be used to do other things. If we decided, hey guys, a project costs $5 million. Let's see if we can put a $500,000 in addition to ensure that everything is up on par. No. Something costs $5 million, we're trying to build it for $2.5 million. So we can pocket the rest of the money. And then when things fall down or people end up dying or whatever that cause, or whatever situation your vehicle end up mashing up because of these things, because you do not have competent leaders in society. When these kind of things happen, what do you think? What do you think? You don't think these things could have been prevented? With people who actually care about the people and want to see the people benefit and elevate. This is one of the reasons why I tell you guys I'm not a United Workers Party person or a Labourite person. You know, I side more with the United Workers Party, obviously, because of the policies and these things, and I see what the present one can do. The present one has truly screwed up everything. They decided, let's give people buildings, sustain houses, brothers and sisters, but you cannot have a job to elevate your children. You have no living wages. We were talking about this the other day. In the United States, brothers and sisters, people just get in salaries. If you get in salaries at all, the NEP workers are getting salaries. They're not getting living wages to say, I can put these things aside. You know, I can put these monies aside, save these monies. I can put these monies aside for vacation. I can put these monies aside for my children to be able to go to school and these kind of things. And no, men have to decide, hey, I will be the one to bring school supplies to save all you, and then the people will clap. Yay! We cannot do it ourselves. Just like Johnny Lee was saying, what your mother and your father cannot do for you, we will do for you. They bring how much chaos for you, and they destroy your ability for you to be independent, just so you can be dependent on them. And when they bring in things for you, you say, yay, Melissa. Really? Okay.
I am not no airport builder. I just a person not paying attention to what happens in Dominica, in West.
It's called objective reality. You've seen for yourself. You've seen it for yourself, you know, but you're rejecting what you've seen because you think and feel certain things that you don't want to align with reality. Brothers and sisters, reality doesn't change based on what we think and feel. No? You realize that? This is why decisions should be made on a logical point of view, not on the basis of how you feel. Oh, I feel this and I feel that, so therefore I will do this. No, brothers and sisters. It is what is actually happening in front of you. Reality, objective reality. You make decisions based on what you've seen. Logical decisions. Because if you make decisions based on what you feel and it is completely against reality, you are the only one that will feel the pain. Look at Dominica. We want to pretend as if Scared is doing a wonderful job in Dominica. Look at Dominica today. Dominica, I remember as a little youth growing up, we used to have so much hope. So much potential in looking at, hey, I can become this and I can become that. Today, people, you ask children what they want to be in Dominica, they tell you they want to leave. They want to be emigrant. They don't use that word, you know, but they want to leave. I did that survey, you know, but it's going out and asking people what they want to do. They're talking about their mother. They want their mother and father to get their money so they can go. They want to get their money so they can leave. Mass migration is taking place in Dominica today. And you think this? We waiting for a poor boy.
In particular. Yeah, so all those intelligent people are in Roseau that couldn't come and tell those people to put a culvert there for the river to run out. They only watch it in the dry season. And now they have a serious problem on their hand. Let me tell you, this here deep, you know. Just watch that coconut tree there. And watch how high the water there on it. See?
Nice reference point right there. Nice reference point. Because if this was low, you will be able to see the stump of the coconut tree. Every coconut tree have a stump. But you're not seeing no stump, brothers and sisters, so that gives you at least a good 6 feet in the water.
You can imagine for yourself how deep it is. You can do water sports here. Short term. I guess they'll find a way down the road. Spend some more money to fix the problem. Yeah. Yeah, so I just show you, I don't in my home base. Where I born and well, I didn't really grow up much down here. But I run around down here a whole lot as a child coming up. So I pretty much know the area and I pretty much know what and what can happen down here. And I always know when I see them blocking that thing there is a big swamp that was there. And they put it exactly in the swamp.
So if logically you're thinking there's a swamp there, and you say, hey guys, we test the ground, that is another question I have to ask, you know. Did they test the ground? It'll be interesting if I can get one of these people to come and talk. It'll be very interesting, boy. But would they come? That is the thing, you know. A number of persons, boy. Because the people need to know, the journalists that are out there are not really doing a good job at all. Because look at what is happening. Did anybody ask them if they did the ground testing? They said that they were going to be doing some borehole testing and what have you to see if the ground is conducive. Maybe they do the boreholes, but did anybody ask them about the boreholes? Look, we see a prime example of what should have been done. There's what to say, okay, maybe we should have built bridges in certain areas to go over the swamp regions. Would the bridge be more vital than to backfill the area? Or what exactly would have been done? And it's not just backfilling, you guys. You can backfill and thing full up. But if there's a slow, it's like a swamp region. If there's a slow sink, very slow sink, probably sinking every year, it's sinking like 1 centimeter or 2 centimeters. In 10 years' time, that's a big sink, you know, a big sinkhole that day, you know. 10, 20 years' time, that is it. Boy, so let me continue.
Yeah. You can see the layers, you can see like the terrace. All the geologists that they are around, you can see how they compact.
Okay. Yep, you can see the lining.
how they come pack it, but they're getting a lot of erosion.
Because they did not do proper testing, or they did the testing, they just didn't care and thought, hey, during the dry season, nothing would have happened. But now they have to figure out another way to solve these issues. Who are the people that came together to put them?
And that is a problem for them. So
the reason why I stop, guys, because I'm asking questions here, and I know I'm not going to get the answer, you know. I'm not going to get the answer unless you sit and talk to these people.
To come back and refill.
Hopefully some of the journalists, let me bring that back a little. Hopefully some of the journalists who are there see this video and decide to ask questions when they have this what do you call that again? That thing scared have. Press conference. Hopefully they ask about that. Okay, so we're seeing a video circulating where they have, it seems like the Chinese have done certain things and there's erosion happening in the area where the airport is supposed to be built. And we see there's a lot of mass of water being you know, situated in that area. What has the people done to help alleviate? Was there any foresight in seeing these kind of things happen? What would have been put in place to prevent things like that from happening? Because clearly there was none. It is happening right now. Not true. What could have been done to prevent this thing from happening? That's a good question to ask. What can be done to stop this thing from happening? And what will be done to take out or to solve this problem? That is 3 questions that need to be asked. So hopefully some of you guys journalists that are actually in Dominica and, you know, thinking you can probably answer that question for us.
That is a problem for them.
Ask the question for us.
So they will have to come back and refill. Refill. Yeah. Bad planning, bad management. That is what they in Dominica from the top. Yes, anyway, people have a great day.
Well, thanks so much for this individual giving us this video. It has been circling quite a lot. I got it a number of times, so big up to the individuals that send me videos. So guys, you guys know I wrote already. Those of you on my WhatsApp, anytime these kind of things are coming up, send it to me. I'll do a reaction to make it at least bring a little more awareness to this kind of things. Because they just listen to my videos too, you know. One of them actually say, Mystelics stop post. Hey, but anyways, brothers and sisters, definitely check my latest vlog I dropped today. That'll be in the first comment in the comment box below, guys. Definitely come on that journey with me. And of course, don't forget, brothers and sisters, click the thumbs up button and subscribe and turn on that post notification if you have not done so yet. Subscribe, brothers and sisters, click the bell, click all, and you'll be notified when I drop all my videos, as well as helping this channel to grow further and further in that regard. And of course, guys, tune in and watch another video right there if you have not decided to watch the vlog that I actually did or posted today. Anyways, guys, it's your boy Mystelics once again. Be real, salute the king always. Be positive.